Welcome to ATP Customs. Well, today is a weekly report on what we're up to in the shop. And we're going to talk about videos coming out, what's going on with some of the projects, and parts reviews and upgrades in the shop. That's a lot of things going on for us right now. So, first though, I want to talk about something really exciting. This morning, before I came to the shop, I got up, checked my phone, and we hit 1,000 subscribers finally. So thank you, subscribers, for all of your support. We wouldn't have 1,000 subscribers without you. Please pass the word on. Get your friends to hit that subscribe button, because somewhere, I think last time I checked, it was around 89% of the people watching our channel are not subscribed. Imagine if they hit the subscribe button, where we would be. So please don't forget to subscribe if you're watching. Thank you so much. That is just awesome. What does that mean? Well, you need 4,000 watched hours in a 1-year period and 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. So tonight when I get home, hopefully I have an email saying I'm eligible to be monetized. And then of course they have to evaluate our channel and make sure we haven't been doing anything shady. But that means you guys are getting a bunch of irritating commercials in front of our videos. So for that, I'm sorry. In order to get monetized, you got to deal with the commercials. The reason we want to get monetized, yes, sure, one day we'd like to actually make money on YouTube, but really we want sponsorship and free parts. Because who doesn't love free parts? I love parts. I am a parts junkie. We go through so many parts here, it's crazy, and it never seems to be enough. There's always more parts you want. So you're going to get a lot of reviews coming out based on that. We have reviews coming out on the CX Racing Twin Turbo Kit again. We have a short block Ford, sorry, not a short block, a long block motor I'm going to bring down, and we're going to bolt that whole kit down because we finally got a response from them. If you haven't seen that video, it's the last video under our click the videos, and it'll be the very last one. And their response is hilarious. So I'm going to do a full review on installing that. And we're going to tell you about the company and what they're like to deal with, because I keep buying products that are just absolute garbage. You think you're getting a good product, and then it just is absolute crap. So I think that you guys should know so that you don't buy the same product. So we're going to start doing a whole lot more reviews on those kind of parts. I don't generally like talking trash about companies, but I'm kind of fed up. I've seen a lot of really crappy, silly made stuff that just shouldn't even be allowed here. So, you got some of those coming out. We have the Short Box Challenge videos coming out where we're doing the 69 C10 short box, the blown big block, and then we are also building my 77 Chevy short box step side 4x4. So those I will actually compile into one video together because they're both part of the Short Box Challenge, but I'll give you a quick rundown on this one right now. It's on jack stands, and I'm about ready to tear this front end out, fire up the torch and blow some of those bolts out, and drop that whole cross member and suspension out together and just start fresh so that I can have it all painted. Same with the rear end. I'm going to drop all of that out because it will be going to coilovers in the rear, get rid of those big coil springs. I'm going to cut that bracket off so we have as much tire room as possible. This is a set of drag slicks I bought at the drag strip. Guy that wasn't using them anymore, and I like to use them for just fitment purposes. They're 15 inches wide, so I clearly have a lot more room. And I've been cleaning the frame up just with the wire wheel. Richard's Automotive Workshop did it on his big crew cab square body build, and it's a lot more work than I thought. I actually haven't done it that way before. We usually have everything sandblasted, but I was trying to save money on this one, and wow, that's a lot of work. Actually wore out our Makita grinder. So that's kind of the update on the 69. It's coming along and it's about to get serious now. F150 build. Well, that's just out of control, that build. Don't worry. It's not touching the Mercedes. There's about an inch of room in there. We just have to jam it in the corner at night until we get a little more room in here. So the twin turbo F150 build has gotten ridiculous. The back of the cab is cut out for the sub box. Guys over at Total Hardcore Canadian Customs have built a new sub box for it with 2 Rockford 12-inch subs sticking through it. I love Rockford Fosgate. And the dash, we are currently looking at a Fiberworks Baja dash insert panel, I guess you call it, with the matching console. So it will be a totally different design. There will be all custom gauges for this thing. And since it's getting suicide doors, I never really thought about it, but I guess we had to shave the door handles. We have one of the door popper kits just showed up. We'll do a review on that as well. It's the Autolock brand. Looks like they got a bunch of good reviews. Just waiting on the other one. But yes, shaved door handles and suicide doors. We're waiting for the suicide door kit so that we can fit the doors. But this thing has a little bit of rust underneath, so we're going to ship it over to the sandblasters. Let them clean that up a little bit instead of burning up a bunch of hours. And then we can finish prepping that all. And we had bought another box for it that wasn't totally rotted like the one that was on it, but it still had some rot. And then we had to order patch panels for it, and those are 3 weeks away. And then we found another box on Facebook with all of the patch panels cut out from a really clean truck for $250. So we quickly went and got that last week. I think it was Friday or whenever we picked that up. And now that box is over at the Sandblasters, and we should have that back in the next day or two. So then we can do all the metal repair on that. And since we have an extra box, there is a lot of talk of us making a matching trailer to go with this so that you don't have to load bikes in the back of the truck. A lot easier to load them in a trailer, and I'm assuming that that means the trailer might have to go on air ride and actually slam too. So that's another project that just fell into our lap. But that's not a panic. The rest of the truck is more important first. So we will do a full update on the F-150 as we go as well. The Mercedes. Let's talk about the Mercedes. Bodywork has commenced on the Mercedes. Currently talking about building a roll pan where the bumper used to be. So we might have to cut those off and make some kind of a panel there, but we don't have the equipment to roll that. So we'll look into that as we go along. But the bodywork. Well, this car is full of filler. I mean full. Everywhere you touch almost is a nice, awesome surprise. When they welded that up, it overheated it and sunk it in about 1/4 of an inch. And then they just filled it. That entire door had a massive dent in it. And here, I'll just pop the picture up so you can see. That's almost 1/2 inch thick of filler. That is not acceptable. That's horrendous. Don't do that. Fix the dent. So yeah, this is our side project next to the F-150. The F-150 is the major one right now, and we'll probably jump back on this by the end of the week. But the Mercedes project has started. Both sides are the same. Both doors are just full. The big block nitrous powered Jimmy golf cart. How's it doing? Well, I took it golfing this weekend. Had a wonderful time. That is how I put my test miles on this thing. I drive it to the golf course and I go golfing. And then I drive to the shop and then I tighten everything up on it and I find all sorts of little stuff. Because we did so much to this, obviously you have to put a lot of kilometers on them to make sure they're 100%. So I still have a bunch of little things that I'm dealing with on it. Just solving little stuff. It's coming along nicely. It is really enjoyable to drive, and it just keeps getting better and better every time I do something to it. I am fighting, absolutely fighting that other side of me that wants to put that big nasty cam and a 3500 stall in it. We'll see which side of me wins. But I'm trying to avoid that. I really want to do it. I'm trying to avoid it though because it's so nice to drive so far. But of course, since it's got nitrous, I would love to crank it up some more, and I would probably be about 800 horse with the button if that was the case, if I did do that cam. That is a lot for this thing. I know I would break something for sure. But we'll see. I'll try and avoid it, but I can't promise it. And what else do we have? Oh, I hear an awesome helicopter about to take off. We have a gantry crane coming, I think, in about a week, so that we can take motors out of great big Jimmies and Monster Blazers and stuff, and we can lift cabs off nice and easy. And we got some new toys. These are part of our reviews that'll be coming out. We have a Lincoln Electric TIG 200 TIG welder to try out. And we have an Amazon plasma cutter. That was, I think it was $489 with shipping. Now, it had a lot of good reviews, and since we're just doing thin metal repair, cutting out rust, we're not using it for anything heavy, we thought, hey, let's give it a try and see what Amazon versus Lincoln products are like when you unbox them. So we'll have my good friend, James Collins, the former welding instructor, and have him unpack that and tell me all about it, because I trust his opinion on this stuff. So that's exciting. A TIG welder, a plasma cutter, and a gantry crane coming. We're leveling up again. We actually need the TIG welder so that we can repair CX Racing's turbo kit, since they don't want to do anything about it. Yeah, no, they still won't even respond to whether the instructions were in the box or not. Nope, don't care. That's okay. Another review coming out for them. So that is it for your weekly report this week. And sorry for the delay in videos in the past week. I've been on the road, hauling parts and stuff to the sandblasters, which is a lot of driving we've been doing. But hoping to have this thing ready to play with this summer. So I guess I better get busy. Thank you for watching, and I hope you subscribe.